Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Andy Meehan, Republican congressional candidate from PA District 1. As your next Republican congressman, I feel it's incumbent upon me to comment on the most recent attack on our president by Nancy Pelosi, extremist Democrats, and their rhino Republican enablers in Congress. To recap, on Tuesday, September 24th, 2019, Nancy Pelosi announced that congressional Democrats will pursue an impeachment inquiry against our Republican president, Donald Trump. This action is the latest in a long line of failed attacks aimed at removing a duly elected president and reversing the historic election of 2016. The rationale provided for this rehash of the Russia hoax is that the president abused his power and pursued a quid pro quo in which funds for Ukraine would be withheld unless the Ukraine government pursued investigations into Joe Biden, his presumed opponent for the 2020 election. The Democrats' rationale for impeaching the president implies that there is no legal justification for investigating Hunter Biden's business dealings in Ukraine, which brings us back to September 24th, 2019, and the unwarranted and unwise decision to launch an impeachment inquiry. I want to take a moment of your time to compare and contrast the official statements released on September 24th from Congressman Brian Fitzpatrick versus me, Andy Meehan, your next congressman from PA District 1. In reaction to the impeachment announcement, Congressman Fitzpatrick said the following, and I quote, "Unless new evidence surfaces that meets this very high threshold, the congressman is opposed to impeachment." In contrast, here is my official statement released on September 24th. This is the latest in a long line of failed attacks on President Donald Trump by Nancy Pelosi and a Democrat Party hijacked by extreme leftist partisans and socialist ideology. As your next Republican congressman for PA District 1, Andy Meehan will continue to fight for our president, for our shared Republican values, and for equal justice under the law. Folks, I want to end this with a simple question. Based on what you have heard and read, who do you think will fight for our Republican values and our Republican president against the never-ending attacks by congressional Democrats and their rhino enablers? Will it be Brian Fitzpatrick, who refused to vote for President Trump in 2016, who did vote with Nancy Pelosi, with AOC, and Ilhan Omar to label President Trump a racist, and whose published statement regarding this latest impeachment nonsense is not only conditional, but it's classic Fitzpatrick. Bipartisan, weak-kneed, Casper milquetoast, latte sipping, skinny jeans wearing rhino bullshiggity. So I ask you, is there anyone left out there who can believe that our Congressman Brian Fitzpatrick will stand up finally and fight for our Republican values and our Republican president? Thank you. I'm Andy Meehan for Congress.